It's going down. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachakwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect of the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of It's Going Down, being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Just wanted to give you guys, you brothers, a quick heads up on something that is fishy being brewed up, even while all these distractions and bread and circuses are going on. Russia reacts to Zelensky assassination claims. Moscow rejects allegations it has plans to kill the Ukrainian leader. Okay, so we got to remember that Zelensky is an actor. Okay, I'll just say that he is an actor. You know, he acted in previous videos before, so you can't really trust this guy. You know, whenever you hear about some assassination claim going on with this man, then more than likely it's either a hoax or something that is being set up for a bigger plan. Remember the bigger plans that is behind the scene here. They talk about the assassination of Zelensky, but something bigger is being brewed up behind the scene, even as they're speaking of these so-called assassinations. Russia has no plans to kill Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky or remove him from power, Kremlin Press Secretary Dmitry Peskov has stated. No, this is not true, Peskov replied when asked on Wednesday to comment on speculations that Moscow wanted Zelensky dead. During an interview French broadcaster LCI, he also insisted that regime change in the neighboring country wasn't among the goals of Russia's ongoing military operation. Zelensky is the president of Ukraine, Peskov noted, and what Moscow wants from him is to agree to the demands the Russian delegation that the Russian delegation had put forward during the peace negotiations. Though it says those talks, we want to put an end to the military operation, Moskov said, adding that the Moscow's recent decision to withdraw its troops from its areas near Ukrainian capital Kiev was a gesture of goodwill aimed at facilitating their positive outcome. The latest face-to-face round negotiations between the delegations from Moscow and Kiev took place in the Istanbul, Turkey, a week ago. It says Moscow attacked its neighbor in late February following Ukraine's failure to implement the terms of the 2014 Minsk agreements and Russia's eventual recognition of the Donbas republics in Donetsk and Lugansk. The German and French brokered protocols have been designed to regularize the status of those regions within the Ukrainian state. It says Russia is now demanding that Ukraine officially adopt neutrality and that it never join the U.S.-led NATO military bloc again because Russia has a problem with the United States. They don't want Ukraine to have any kind of influence coming from the United States, especially political influence coming from the United States, okay? Now, before, Russia have made reports that the United States was cynically using Ukraine against Russia. Basically, the United States in a way was the United States was pretending like they were for the interests of the Ukrainians, but secretly Ukraine was just being used as a tool by the United States to basically to be against Russia. And that's what we saw before in the past, which caused Russia to snuff out these Western embassies in Ukraine, causing them to withdraw from Ukraine all the way down into Poland. So that Russia does not want Ukraine to ever join the US-led NATO military bloc. Kiev insists Russia's offensive was completely unprovoked and has denied claims that it had been planning to retake the secessionist regions by force. So, brothers, just be on the lookout, okay? They're talking about, assassination claims, and then you got Russia denying these assassination claims. Just be careful because we're living in a time where anything can practically happen at any given moment. With that being said, Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. And the word circumspect means to, look around. Circum, which means circular in a complete circle, and then spect, which means to watch. So you're watching your surroundings. You're watching the news. You're watching around yourself when you're out and about, whether if you're, I don't know, going to Subway to buy a sub, rather if you're going to the movies with your woman, your children, whatever. Rather if you're going to work, you're always being circumspect. Your job might turn on the news one day. Sometimes when I go to Frankie's Donuts to buy a salad or a steak and egg cheese sandwich, sometimes they have the news playing there. Or I might go to Ishmael's spot sometimes and he might have the news playing through his TV. I always pay attention to what they say in the news, even if it is the mainstream media news. You always pay attention to what is said because you don't know what these devils are planning. Don't walk as fools as like these false Israelite groups out here who don't have a care in the world to, you know, take a look at the news to actually see what's going on, but want to be in that family man spirit of have fun and just enjoy your life and be with your family and take care of your you don't which yeah you take care of your family, but you don't want to mainly be in that family man spirit because you might not have your family around you when hell break loose. You might be in a concentration camp and you might be separated from your family. Okay? Redeeming the time because the days are evil, right? The days are evil. And then the last one but not least, they already know what I'm going to get next, so let's go ahead and get it. This is the book of 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us. The word Satan means adversary. What is an adversary? Your main enemy on the planet. Who's our main enemy on this planet? The so-called white man, started with the so-called elites on down. Lest they should get an advantage of us through what? Their media, through their staged events. For we are not ignorant of his devices. Right, we're not ignorant of these evil schemes that these devils are plotting. Now with that, I'm going to say shalom is on to the next one.